Hey, we're back at the top again today on the road to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. This is the final week, week 25. Yes, 25 weeks ago we began the journey in the Nintendo Direct back in June, and just in a few short hours, the complete Alola experience will be out. It won't be an incomplete, weird mess that Sun and Moon was. Not to say that Sun and Moon was bad, but it just felt incomplete. But I know some people have been playing it, or it's out in a few countries by now, but that's beside the point. The point of this final stop is to go over and reflect the journey while also covering an ending to a series, as well as what's next. So think of this as an update video or a wrap-up video. It's all up to you. And we're gonna get to the first of 3 features, starting off with the reflection on the series. Then we'll get to the result of the Alolan 16 Ultra Finals, following with the what's next for the channel and this series specifically. Well, let's get to the reflection first. And if you want to compare it with the Road to Sun and Moon, it's not really that fair. Because if you compare the 2 series, one, I put a lot of heart and soul into it, and this series, it just was full of problems due to conflicts. Perfect example is, right smack in the middle of it, in August and September, a bunch of people quit where I worked, and the wheels just fell off, because I didn't have time to work on other videos plus this. So then it just began to only come out when there were bits of news to cover. And I couldn't even do World's Quietest Reactions, because, well, how do I put it? They wouldn't really say it and mention it ahead of time, so I would just wake up like 3 hours after the trailer drops, and I'm just like, oh, well, I can't do anything now, can I? So it's not really that cool. I mean, this is only the 14th video versus the 99 that I had last year, and I hope to make that better in any future Road 2 series, but this one was a bit incomplete, like Pokemon Sun and Moon were. But we need to get to the Alolan 16. And if you don't know what the Alolan 16 is, it's the series I've been running mainly on Tuesday and Wednesday to find out the best concept for an Alolan form for the new games. And spoiler alert for Alolan forms, there aren't any, unfortunately. But time to see the result, because the Ultra Finals had the Kanto Regional Champion Alolan Rapidash, our Fire Fairy Pegasus, going up against Noctowl, our now Icy Owl. I think that is actually a thing in real life, but it doesn't spit ice, of course. And, contrary to popular belief, I thought Rapidash was going to run away with it. It looked good in the cards, it led the cards. But the comments brought Noctowl back. And the final score ending up with a Noctowl victory of 51-37. So, congratulations to Noctowl. Let's give him a round of applause. I'd be moving my hands around in a circle if you could see me, but I'm not using a webcam for this specific video. But I will be once Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon has released, as I will be streaming it, and I did promise a sleep lock in a few videos, but I thought about it, and I kind of would need sleep, in my opinion. But in exchange, we have to make it harder for me. It's still going to be a Nuzlocke, and it will be streamed on Twitch and YouTube, but how do we make it harder? Let me know in the comment section below. I was thinking about something like how I could take out the decisions for in-game stuff and leave it not up to me and up to the people watching. I've thought about that, but I want to know what you think I can do to make it harder, because I want it to be a challenge. Pokemon Sun and Moon was not a challenge outside of the Lurantis, and even though that totem was difficult for other people, I didn't necessarily have a problem with it. I did a little bit, but I didn't lose to it. I just struggled just a tiny bit. However, there is a rumor that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are actually kind of tough, so I'm in for the ride. But what does this mean for the Road 2 series? Well, more than likely, the next set of games is going to be on the Switch. I don't have the Switch yet, but eventually I'm going to have to get it if I want to continue playing the main series of Pokemon, unless they decide to come out with another Nintendo 3DS successor. I don't know. But you know what we will be doing. Any bit of news to come out about the Nintendo Switch Pokemon game, or games, it will be out here, saying the Road 2 Pokemon Switch, and then it will be back to week 1 yet again. and I cannot wait for that. I also can't wait for other plans that I'm doing, as I'm going to try to do a weekly or bi-weekly. I'll try to do it weekly, but we'll see what happens. Stream regarding battling, and I'm going to have a little twist. It's not going to be with friend codes or anything. It's going to be something that I wanted to do in Sun and Moon. I just never got around to it. But I've been planning on it, and I will deliver here. So I hope you're excited for that. And I'll explain more in a possible update video later down the line once things get ramped up after I get through the game, because that's our goal for this weekend. That is our goal for this weekend. I have time set aside to do so. So let's hear it for the road to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Started at the beginning of June, and it all ends today. So give a round of applause for this long journey coming to an end by dropping a like from the top if you are hyped for the road to what's coming. And with that, I'd like to thank you for joining me on the road to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and hope to catch you back at the top and the road to Pokemon Switch later on, because that's how we do what.